can't afford it. There's no end to the world's success. It's competitive. And that's how the world has defined success. Success in the world has always been denoted by numbers, quantities, qualities. I'm successful because I have this or I have that. But the Bible doesn't define success like that. Let me give you 3 things the Bible defines success. Number 1, this is the definition of the Bible success. Becoming more like Jesus. Success. That's the biblical definition of success. To become more like Jesus. If you're a child of God and you're becoming more like Jesus, you are successful. Number 2, walking in your purpose. If you're a child of God and you are doing exactly what God tells you to do, and you're poor as a church mouse, you're successful. God says, hey, you're successful. You may not have enough fancy things, but you got enough to serve God. You're successful. Listen, the greatest aspect of success is this, that you leave a legacy of God on the earth. If you can leave a legacy of God on the earth, you have been successful in God's eyes. Some of you will leave money, you will leave things for your children and for your family and for your cat. That's what they do now. But God says you're successful when you're becoming like Jesus. So the more you become like Jesus, the more God says, wow, she's successful. Because it takes a lot to become like Jesus. You can play the lottery and have a lot of money. That don't take no effort. It just takes a dollar. Do you know when you see somebody who's been transformed, who've come out of that lifestyle, and their lives are changed, and you look at them, do you know how much effort that takes? Do you know what they had to give up? Do you know what they had to put away? My God. Walking in your purpose. Maybe your purpose is just simply cleaning toilets. That's my job, by the way. I'm a pooper scooper. You're called sheep, and I'm called shepherds. Guess what the shepherd does? I scoop up after you. When you get yourself in a mess, and get yourself in a tangle, and get yourself in something, Pastor, can you pray? Come on in, let's pray. That's my job. I'm a pooper scooper. Every shepherd, we clean it. That's what we do. There ain't no glory with this job. There ain't no glory in being a shepherd. We might get some dumplings every so often, some patties. Sometimes the same people that cheer us on, they curse us in the next breath. And we still got to keep going because we're shepherds. But guess what? We are called to a purpose. And the purpose, by following the purpose, not by gaining wealth, not by gaining prestige and having more people follow you on Instagram, that's not success for me. Success for me is that every day I wake up, I get to be more like Jesus by choice. Everybody say by choice. I get to walk in my purpose. Whatever He calls me to do, I'll do it, Lord. I'll obey you, Lord. And then I get to leave a legacy of God on the earth. And that's how you know I've been successful, is because my children follow God. Oh boy, here we go. My legacy is that my son Daniel and his fiancée follow God. My legacy is my son Ethan knows God and follows God. That's my legacy. Not money. That's not legacy. That's not legacy. And guess what I did? I left God in your lives. The greatest gift I ever gave my children is not a PS5. I think that's pretty cool too. But the greatest gift I ever gave them was Jesus. I gave them Jesus. I gave them the one that I love most. That's my legacy. The one that I love most is Actually, what is success? Riches or legacy? Of who? Not you. God. So God says, you can leave and brand this world with me. You've been successful. Now get some money on the way you're doing that, all right? Let me put it this way. In one of the temptations